Station, Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. Here's the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Aggies looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He jumped. Motion from the back. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Aggies. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Ramsey. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Oh, what a cut! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Pass completion, moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Makes the grab on the left. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Aggie!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback may change this route. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
To throw, it's Ramsey. Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead. Oh, he wants it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer. Right in the bread basket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Showing off the arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. That pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Beverly. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Finds his big tight end. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Inside the 15. 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. On the run, it's McGooligan. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now they'll run the draw. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a man. It's Beverly. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him...
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, give on the inside. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw. It's Beverly. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
6th play of the drive coming up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They go to the ground. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, they're after him. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Ramsey. Bringing the heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his tight end.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged out of the air. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running into the open space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to pass. It's Ramsey. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Ramsey. He uncorks one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Looking left. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll set up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin, and this might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're now going to have to drive the entire field.
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Leaves it with the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wideout. Quick completion to the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's complete to the right. Quick step and go. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you up.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. Turning it on! They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll do it himself. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On on the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Beverly. Fires toward the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get... From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Firing to the right, complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The run from the shotgun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Fighting off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Big fullback's got it. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. 1st down and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Benedict. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now. And pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got his man quickly. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Line get. It's complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Dropping back, it's Benedict. Tosses it incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hauls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. powers through the defender. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Off play action. This time he's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Fourth down and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Going for the marker on the ground. Spin, still running. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to run it in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. Coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the map.
There he goes! Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They send the tight end in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. Hard running there. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This time will not get there. A fourth down stop. Scanning the field, it's Benedict. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fareed. Really good surge for They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. I won't
got it in stride at the 15. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid game. That one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Trying to power it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that front. And the D deny them on second and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies.
So nice to have the run game. So nice to trust in it. So nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Benedict. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Quick strike complete. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Lights off a defender.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Surging forward on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Complete to the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. He's looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to run for it. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
No stick. Offenses, man, you've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Aggie! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Washington found a way to pull out a victory.
And he loses the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. And he never had a chance. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off. Down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch. 40-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On target to the left. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to
Guys, has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air. It's Benedict. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Fareen. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Got it. so close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They just keep firing. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Pulls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense set for a 1st down play. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. And the Aggies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Under fire. Quarterback extends the play. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The snap sets up the throw. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Ramsey. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to... No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finding open areas. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. A&M comes back out with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's McGooligan. Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Got his man on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Aggies have moved it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. They're working that left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting a run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt. Oh, it's a fake. And the pass goes. They thought it was worth the risk to try that 58-yard field goal, but now they put their defense in a tough spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield. It's Ramsey. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Connection to the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Throws to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And here comes the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. Fair catch is made at the 15. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll try to pop the draw. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're dealing with a second and long. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They're going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks into the end zone.
aggressive in quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, though.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try the left side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
He's got him in the flat, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To throw, it's Kennedy. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his man in the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. The The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. And man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time. And I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. This defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long. Now finish the deal.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Fires to the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown, and now they need the 2-point conversion.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
He will get there for the 2-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.